Ren Penn's debut.
Last week on episode 10 of Dgens and Dragons, while exploring the strange room with a pit in its center, the party discovered another small secret room containing a strange well. As Velor the Rogue examined the room for traps, he gazed deep into the dark pool. His mind was suddenly filled with horrible visions of his family being murdered, and he was overcome by a gripping fear. Pale-faced, he slumped in the corner, muttering to himself and telling nobody else to look in the pool. Of course, one by one, the rest of the party, including the goat Lay, looked into the pool. All except Lay were overcome by the dark magic in the pool and treated to their own terrifying images. Shaken and disturbed, the dark magic of the well left the party too terrified to travel any further into the dungeon. As they regrouped at the entrance to the dungeon, they collectively decided it was time to pay a visit to Dowmaster Jez. As they entered the treasury of the Eternal Dow, they found it unguarded and began helping themselves to the jewel that was promised them. While loading their payment into their bag of holding, Dowmaster Jez returned. The Dowmaster explained that Phil was not dead, and their task remained incomplete. From there, negotiations broke down into a bloodlust Slaughterville. A moonbeam was cast, magic missiles were flung, quarterstaffs were swung, and the Sword of Answering dispensed solutions. Velor was brought to the brink of death with nearly half his neck ripped off by a vicious bite from the vampire. But ultimately, it was Dowmaster Jez who met his end, with his back turned like a coward and Velor's sword through his heart. Johnny?
Oh, that was beautiful recap, Valor. That might have been your best one so far. Thanks. Welcome, everyone. Looks like we have some people filing in. Today's going to be very action-packed. Probably the coolest thing. Well, all right, I won't say the coolest thing. That could have been really mean. The good thing is that we have a guest, and it's because Jay can't be with us today. That is very cool. It's not cool that Jay's not here. That did not mean to say that at all. But Ren Penn is here. Ren Penn, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello to folks at home. Greetings.
Ren Penn is going to join us, I'm going to kind of throw her in there. As the group is gathering themselves after defeating a vampire, a very powerful vampire. Everyone's pretty much just staring at Valor because if you all remember, he rolled like 2 criticals in a row and essentially saved the day after coming back from the dead or unconsciousness. And as everyone's staring at Valor in just astonishment as he catches his breath,
Holding my neck that's still gushing blood.
Yeah, maybe feeling for the first time a sense of courage, almost a very unfamiliar feeling to Valor, but the sense of heroism as people kind of look at him like, wow, maybe some sort of like character development or something like that. When all of a sudden the doors behind the group, as they're all shoveling Jewel in, open, and in comes someone dressed in cult robes. And what did they say, Ren Penn?
They say, greetings, folks at home. No, I don't know. What do they say?
I might say, what the hell are you doing here?
Wait, are you talking about me? I'm saying something?
Yeah. So your character's introducing themselves.
Just jumping in here. Hello, guys. What just happened? Where did you come from? Who are you?
Oh,
go ahead, Flo.
So it's nice to meet you. We're the new landlords here, and we actually need your first and last month's rent plus a security deposit. And anything that you can do to show us that you're credit worthy would be much appreciated.
I don't make a lot of money, but I can play you a song.
Ooh.
I mean, all right, she's in.
Yeah.
So Ren Penn, aka Coin Flipper. Can you tell us a little bit about your character, Coin Flipper?
Well, I'm Coin. I'm a gnome most people can't tell if I'm a boy or a girl, but I get used to that. And most people can't tell if I'm a kid or an adult, and I get used to that too. I'm actually 500 years old, so nobody would guess, but I probably know a little bit more than most people. I've been studying music. I can play every instrument almost, and I carry around most of them with me. So if you want a concert, I can be your one-man band, one-woman band, one-gnome band. And yeah, I have been hanging out with this cult for a while, the Tao, and they just brought me in. I was just hanging out at the tavern one day. They liked my song, and they told me they wanted to sing for them eternally at the Tao. And well, they just took me, and so I've been singing here for about 300 years. Now you guys are here.
Nice. So yeah, they're really excited to see you because they've been trapped in this cult for a very long time, and it appears that you've toppled the cult. So they're pretty cool to just start rolling with you. By the way, what exactly do you all want to do next? The body of Tao Master Jez is bleeding out.
Does anybody know anything about vampires? Do we need to cut its head off or burn its heart or anything like that?
The heart, I would imagine. Garlic.
I think we have to like stake the heart. I'm pretty sure.
Or if anyone's got any like
I mean,
curry, we can like throw that at them.
Steak bun.
And just to be sure, I'm gonna go ahead, take my quarterstaff, shove it through dude's chest, lift him up, and kind of shake it down to make sure my wooden quarterstaff fully pierces his heart.
I thought that Valor wanted to eat his heart though, and I think that that'd be.
Oh.
It's okay. We can stab it first. I'll eat it later. But
Okay. All right.
My apologies. Valor.
It's tender. You need to tenderize the heart first.
Yeah.
So today,
Just trying to make sure he
he
doesn't
is-
come back and finish ripping off your head.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
This
today,
vampire
in true harmony
is
fashion, we're
tender-hearted.
gonna have a cookout, a barbecue.
with Dead Mouse.
Yeah.
Dead mouse and dead vampires.
Dead vampire for sure. Yeah.
All right.
How
You
do
So
you
just
yeah,
guys
slide
take
the
this
heart
guy
along your
down?
quarterstaff. We can, roast it over an open flame that way.
heart kebab.
Yeah.
All right. So as Coin as so comforted to be out of the Tao and be with people who seem a little more normal, you all start ravaging the body, of ripping the heart out, and deciding how you're going to cook it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
seen the Tao Master in that state before.
First impressions.
Normal.
First
Thomas.
impressions. All right. So yeah, you can take out the heart, start eating it. I imagine Valor's going to want to check the persons as well.
Yes. I also feel like we just started a ritual for joining our new cult, which is,
Eat your heart out
Inevitable.
cult. All right. So as you're cannibalizing the vampire, kind
Hey,
of,
it's not he's not our
Yeah.
kind, all right? It's not cannibalism.
not really.
It's a delicacy.
Regina Rishbeesh is feeling at home in this pile of jewel, and she's continuing to put coins or jewel into the bag of holding. And the rest of you, you said you wanted to check what was on the body of.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think this
Yes.
should kind of be like a fact-finding mission at this point, and maybe even we go back and we see if there's some of this other stuff in that cave that had a lot more secrets kind of to hold, and maybe we do something in there. I don't know. I just want to make sure that we're using all of the resources effectively. I learned that lesson from Valor.
I also want to. Can I get some of? Is there vampire blood coming out of him, or is he kind of like stonified? What's happened to him?
I mean, he's got vampire blood coming out.
Can I get some of that in a? I'm gonna get some of that in my water pouch, or one of my many water pouches. I feel like that
Okay.
might.
Don't confuse those once you've
Yeah.
like mark that one with an X or something.
I might
Reach-
use the blood.
Reach
to
Beach.
mask it.
If
Yeah.
Jay was here, she'd be drinking it for sure.
Yeah, I'm just like maybe she'll want it later. Who knows? It might come in useful.
All right, you can get a little vial of vampire blood.
Yep.
You need to label that appropriately.
Yeah, I've put a little cross.
Don't ask me how I know this, but you're gonna need to add some kind of anti-coagulating agent there, or it's just gonna gum up your whole water skin. It's gonna solidify in a day or two.
Do you have any suggestions?
There may be a few herbs you can use.
I'll
You know
just chuck
more
some
about
herbs
that
in
than
there.
me.
Yeah, I'll use my druid powers and put some herbs in there. To stop
Maybe
it all.
some like mint leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't want peppermint blood?
Yes. All right. So as you are taking out the heart and the blood, you could check. As you're checking his inventory, there actually isn't a whole lot, except there is one key, a fairly normal looking key.
Well, I mean, we should take that, right? Because keys are useful.
I'm gonna look to the new person with the key. Any clue? Any idea what this might be for? Any
Oh,
secret
yeah.
room the cult master would?
That probably unlocks one of the locked doors.
Brilliant insight. I never would have guessed. Damn.
I like Ren. She points out things. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a key. What do you expect?
Ren, are you working for the DM to make it more difficult?
Oh no, I've just been working for the Dowmaster all these years.
I like it.
You know where the key goes to.
You
Dell
know
Masters-
which door?
They never let me have the keys. I just play the
Exactly.
instruments.
Exactly. The Dalmaster is very good at compartmentalizing his cult, or he was. And so, our Coin's duties would have been very like focused, and knowing where certain keys go, not a need to know thing.
I'm going to suggest before we leave the room that we do take a long rest because some of us still have blood.
You did.
gushing out our
You
neck.
literally just finished a long rest.
Oh, we
30
did.
minutes ago.
Okay, cool. So we're chilling.
You're gonna have to do like a series of short rests or like potions. Or something.
Yeah, I do have 1 hit point. A short rest would be good. I would like to not have 1 hit point anymore.
Would you like to take that short
maybe
rest right here?
I'm gonna, maybe bandage my neck a little bit.
You don't want the 1 hit point. I'd say you should keep it.
Apparently
I want
hit
some
point.
additionally.
Okay. All right. So do you want to do that short rest right here in this room?
That seems fine to me. I'm going to bandage my neck regardless of whether we take a short rest. But
Yeah, I mean, it seems like an appropriate place in front of all the jewel. Feels victorious.
Oh my God. I think Coin actually knows how to play music.
Of course, I'm a bard.
Oh, here we go.
Song of Rest, Song of Rest, Song of Rest.
Well, if we were gonna take a nap, I was gonna play a tune.
Oh, now we have
Hell
to.
yeah.
So let me know when we start that short rest and I'll get my lullaby queued up.
Are we good for a short rest, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
see a
good.
guitar like now. That works.
That's a little guitar.
Hopefully that helps you feel better.
Wow.
Was that a ukulele?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes,
Beautiful.
sorry.
That's like a gnome guitar.
It's my lute, really.
Love it. All right. So now what does Song of Rest do? I think you will get like an extra die 6 healing.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can spend your hit die to get a 1d6.
Nice. So you get an extra little health dice there, Valor.
all right, let's see.
I am glad you guys are here. It was starting to get pretty uncomfortable with all these cultists around, and the Dowmaster is just kind of rude.
Yeah, very rude.
So 15, and then I'll spend 1 more hit die.
So you get 5 additional to that.
Yeah, so I get 20 back total.
There. That's
That should be.
That's great.
That song has me rather refreshed.
Spitty McFax, aka Flu, who's AWAOL. AWAOL. Flu, you're hurt. You have 2 hit points.
Oh yeah, and the Song of Rest does work for anyone who can hear.
Everybody.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was here. I was just here. I was here.
Do you need to spend some hit dice and you get an extra die 6. I'll roll that for you and throw it on.
Okay.
But you need to roll some hit dice probably too because you are suffering.
What am I at? DM.
You're at full.
Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, I was moonbeaming.
You're moonbeaming, staying out of the way.
It was mostly
I didn't
me and
take any-
Spitty that took the ire of the vampire. Mostly me.
But yeah, he didn't really worry too much about me. I couldn't hit him with anything.
Oh, nice. Spitty McFax is topped up with a 10. All right. So the team took a short rest. They got some musical vibes. No other cultists have showed up. No one has showed up around here.
I think we fired them all in a previous session.
Fired a lot of them. Yeah, Coin Flipper noticed that several of the cult members have disappeared, and you really had no personal connection with them, so you don't mind it too much.
So have we finished shoveling the jewel into the bag yet?
I would say it'll take like another hour.
Okay.
There's
I
a
would
lot
like
of
to go find where this key takes us. I
That's
feel
it.
like if that's the only thing he had, it's got to be kind of important, right?
Yep. It probably leads to where all his other things are. Or one would hope.
Yeah.
I turned to Renpen and asked if she knows where his quarters were, where he slept.
Coin.
Oh yeah, usually he went down a hall and closed the door.
Can you lead us there?
DM, can I lead them there?
Yes, you can. You know that it's the door right over there, south
Oh,
of
yeah.
here.
Yeah, just over there. We can walk there right now.
Hey DM, can we give me the map?
Oh, you don't have the map?
I do not have the map.
How's that?
I want the map.
No.
Thank you.
Okay,
let's go,
yes.
Ren. Guys, I'm gonna take a moment to shout at our companion, Regina, and I'm gonna ask her if she's okay just chilling in the jewel for a bit.
I've never actually seen her this happy.
Excuse me while I ask
I
her.
thought the wine was,
She should just
the
follow
peak.
the jewel into the bag of holding and hang out in there, just chilling in
Yeah.
the jewel while we wander around. So we don't accidentally leave her here.
Hang out with her bat.
Yeah.
Can you actually call to her?
Regina, are you cool chilling in the jewel like a fool? Yeah, she says yes. So she's
Can we just put Regina in the bag of holding?
Not quite.
Ah, okay.
Not
I
quite.
think
But
that's
yeah,
how, I feel like that's how genies and bottles get started. Someone just
yeah.
spent too long in a bag of holding, right?
So she's gonna start hanging out with her Drac bat, and they're just gonna tag team doing that. The rest of you are gonna come down to this door, I assume, with your goats and your feet, and you're gonna go inside, I imagine, back to where you first met Master Jez. The room is still empty.
His weird, creepy bedroom. Wasn't there a chest in here?
There was. If you move your characters, then I can just click rather than dragging you all. That would be kind of helpful. But don't get crazy. All right. So yeah, you come back into this room. There's a bed. There's a desk. There's a chest. There's actually two chests. One against the south wall and one against the east wall. What would you like to do? I'm going to start with you, Rough Ripper.
I'd like to look around for any like hidden doors or trap doors, anything like that. Looking at the
All
walls.
right. Which wall do you want to move your character to where you want to look?
I can't see over the top side of the room. Okay, there's nothing really there. Yeah, I'm gonna check around kind of like around this kind of area. Oh, why is it not doing it? Oh, it's not letting me
Where do you want to go?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, over here.
Oh, you and Spitty are looking at the same spot. So you're examining there. I want you and Spitty to both roll perception.
Okay.
Rough Ripper gets an 11. Spitty gets a 17. Spitty, what exactly are you looking at? Which area?
looking I'm looking at the where the chairs are and the desk and the bed. I'm especially focusing on underneath the bed or around the edges of the posts for the bed.
Excellent. So as you are looking at the bed, you notice that it is like on hinges. Like you could like fold this bed up into like the hideaway.
I would like to fold the bed into the hideaway.
Yeah. So as you do, there is a trap door below the bed.
I would like to have like to have Rough Ripper open the trap door. That's not on me. I've got your back.
Is there? Can we inspect it for traps?
Yeah, I'd
Sure.
like to inspect the trapdoor as well.
So Valor's I'll give Valor the roll on that.
Focus mainly on the hinges and the.
It is not trapped. It is locked.
Should we?
With a-
I will try the key I have. See if
And-
it fits.
Bada boom. You guys just like find the way.
Nice.
The key fits and it opens. There's a ladder that goes down, not too far. It is dark. So if you don't, Valor, I don't think you have dark vision.
I have the lantern of true seeing. I will pull out and climb down the ladder.
Okay. So
Nice.
this is actually a very small room. I'm not going to pull it up in the map. It's like 10 by 10. And it looks almost like a mail room, as the wall has different like compartments, the whole wall, top to bottom. And there's like labels on each of the compartments. That say like Crystal Veil or Phantom Verse or all sorts of different names that you don't recognize. One of them says Chult. Another says the Sword Coast.
Well, that's weird. I've never heard of any of these places. I've been a couple of them. I will call out to my party and let them know. I found where he hides his tax documents.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, since we're taking over, I feel like learning how to look after our tax obligations will be important. So maybe you should grab those documents and bring them up.
There's a room full of them if you want to come down and check it out.
Oh yeah, let's go have a look.
One of the compartments say Barovia, and that one is closed. The other ones are open and you can't see it. Like it's like little mail squares. All of them except for Barovia are open.
Well,
Barovia
naturally,
is-
naturally I want to open that one now.
all right. You open it and inside is a letter.
Ooh, let's read the letter.
I will open the letter and read it.
We just got a letter.
Barovia is a scary place. I warn you right now. They got lots of badness there.
Yes, the ancient gnome may, not many people would have heard of such a terrifying place. You cannot, it looks like the letter is blank. It's just a piece of paper.
Can we check it for like?
I am going to put it in front of the light of the lantern of true seeing.
Oh, indeed. You have a lamp of true seeing.
I don't know. I
And-
might have to use.
Yeah,
I think it's the
forgot I
last
gave-
charge. I don't know if it's.
Yeah,
run
it
out
would be
or
the
not.
last charge on this. But
This is like a secret letter in a secret room. I think it's worth it. What do you guys think? We only got
I
one
agree.
charge of. All right. Let's
all
do
right, it says, "Dear brother Jez, I am disappointed that you have decided to join forces with Lim Lazul. As you know, his thirst for destruction will eventually turn upon you. I pray that you do not reveal the location of my domain. For I do not wish to have another battle on my hands. I just wish to get married to my bride and live in peace in Barovia. Signed, Lord Strahd.
Whoa.
This guy sounds completely reasonable. Maybe we can ask him for help.
I had no idea the Downmaster was associated with Strahd himself. Don't go there. You'll never return.
What do you know of this person?
Renpen, you
Strahd's
can
the
tell them
worst.
whatever you know about Strahd.
Oh, well, I've heard rumors of people going to combat Strahd and face him and never coming back. They get lost in this land that has no return, and bad things, nightmares and werewolves and more vampires. Oh, you don't want to go there, I promise.
Sounds fun.
I wasn't going to go there to fight him. I was just going to ask for help. He sounds like a perfectly reasonable person. He just wants to get married, right?
He
A bunch of people are
does
going to
not
try and
wanna
fight
help
him.
you.
Well, that could be a problem. I do also hate vampires a lot. I don't know. I'll hold the letter up, pass it around so they can read it, and see if anyone else can make anything different of it. Gonna continue rummaging through the documents and see if I find anything else.
Is there any sort
important
of
or fun.
is there any sort of indication as to the age of this letter? Like maybe this was before it was such an awful place as what Coin describes. So maybe Coin knows the future after this letter. Like Coin knows what happened after this letter was penned initially. And
So Coin would know because of their age, of just like a legend of a place where sometimes adventurers are summoned into. It's almost like the boogeyman. It's almost like Freddy Krueger, like you get pulled into this dark, evil world, and except people actually disappear. And there have only once or twice people have recorded stories of returning. Just a totally haunted land ruled by a Lord Strahd von Zarovich.
It seems like a good place to make a name for oneself.
Yeah, but I don't hear any Jewel as part of that story. I don't know. My interest is limited.
I guess we'll keep an ear out to see if this name brings up any fear in anyone, or we can see what other people think of it.
Brings up fear.
You
in
also
me.
have, as you're down in the mailroom, one of the mail doors shuts.
Oh,
You've got mail.
I guess we open it and find out what's in it.
The location underneath it is Boulder's Gate.
I mean, it sounds like a boulder with a gate, so we can look for that. Can I read the letter?
You open the letter, and this one is written on like deer hide with ink. And as you open it up, it is not invisible. It says, Jez, I do not approve of what you're doing. Beasts should remain in their natural state, and I will not share any secrets about narwhals or polar bears with you. Signed, Volo.
Hey, Coin, do you know anything about Volo?
I have only heard a little bit about that one. Definitely not as treacherous of a leader. More fit for adventurers like yourselves, probably.
I mean, that sounds fun. Do we know anything at the back of our minds about Boulder Gate or Boulder's Gate?
No, you've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Okay. It sounds like we need to
Predates
find
you
a
by
map.
10 to 20 years.
Do we have a map of this land?
You do not.
Okay. I think we need to go find a map.
I'm going to check the chests upstairs
Hmm.
or up the ladder in his room.
Yeah, up here. Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
see. There's nothing of note in these. They're not even locked. They're just like extra
Ah.
robes. Nothing of value. It seems like he lived a somewhat Spartan life.
Master Jez is disappointing in death as he was in life.
Besides his gigantic pile of jewel. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'll grab that letter and join everyone else back upstairs.
Okay. Now what would you like to do?
Is the jewel finished collecting?
Yeah, you go back and the jewel is finished collecting.
Okay. I want to find Wen and Lambo. I miss them.
So you want to get out and go back to Serendale to return the jewel? There's pretty much a fork in the road. You know from Phil, or at least you've been told by Phil, who may or may not be dead, that there is you could call it a phylactery or a horcrux, interchangeable, part of Lim Lazul's soul contained in a crystal. One of them is here in this mountain. You know that there's another one in Crystal Vale, and you're not sure what the other two are. You're supposed to find the one to learn about the locations of the others. But so you have your immediate task, which was return the jewel to Serendale, and then you have like ultimate task here in this mountain still. It's just like a day's journey back and forth. So you could go get suited up, be heroes for a while.
We could be heroes just for one day.
Everyone can be heroes for 15 minutes.
That's assuming we act heroically when we go back to town, though, does it not?
I can't tell the future, but you would think that you're bringing back everyone's jewel.
That's the question, though. Are we? I do believe somebody at some point referred to becoming a banker. Is that you, Valor?
Me and it was the dying wish of my friend, Ultimisha, to change the banking system of Serendale for the better.
Yeah. So
maybe the other thing is
that'll be heroic in and of itself.
We could send a bard to sing of our heroic death at the hands of Master Jez in Serendale.
Hey, I know somebody who could do that, especially with a pile of jewel like that coming my way.
Oh, in this story, there's no pile of jewel, just some dead people. All right.
Oh, but you're not gonna share any of this with me? I thought I was gonna help you guys get out of here. We were gonna be buds, right?
Well, I mean, I don't make these kind of group decisions. I usually stick to stabbing things. So, what do we all think? What are we gonna do with our newfound pile of jewel? Are we gonna return it to Serendale? Let the people
I think the
rejoice?
promised prize was like 1 million jewel each.
I don't trust that banker though. He was very shady.
And how
fucking
many jewel is there in this?
Like 50 million. Sometimes I say 5 million. Sometimes I say 50 million.
Lots.
I do think that there was something about that wishing well.
You want to put all 50 million jewel in the wishing well?
Yeah, that's where we get page 9, right?
They'll have to work this time, right? I still don't think I can even physically force myself to go near that well. So
are we still frightened of the well?
Yes.
I guess that's where we will.
Everyone except for Coin, I should say.
That's true. We don't want her to see visions of her past or their past.
Been a long past.
Yeah,
go ahead and just use my slippers of spider walk up onto the ceiling just to invert myself, relieve the pressure on my spine, kind of clear my head a little bit. I do my best thinking when I'm upside down. So while everybody else is talking, I'm going to go hang up on the ceiling.
Smart. I could use a little release between the lumbars.
Just because I'm a thief, I'm not a selfish, completely thief. I don't mind returning the jewel to Serendale because those people got robbed, but I don't really trust that banker that we spoke with, Rough Ripper. I don't know how you feel. I don't know how we can ensure that it's redistributed fairly.
I can. Competition. We give half of it back and tell him that we don't want his million jewel each. What we want is half of his accounts. So you give us half the people you owe money to that got stolen, and we'll take those over. We are now their bank. You have the other half of Serendale. Now we have competition. Competition breeds improvements.
I'm
And
gonna
we
be
can give
honest
it
with
the,
you. I can barely read or write, so I don't know if I'm qualified to do that kind of thing. Like I said,
I
mostly.
don't know if we want. So here's the problem. I don't know if we want the rest of the campaign to be us like deciding monetary policy. Like I don't know. Like I actually did not sign on to like cosplay as Yellen or whatever her name is. Like that's not.
I don't have an outfit for that situation. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to. We can hire somebody to run the bank for us. Well, we go adventure.
Hold on. Let me go.
But
get my
hey,
new
I'm down for either way.
I'll be
We
right
can
back.
give it all back.
Lou's going to get his Janet Yellen outfit.
I think we can give it back conditionally and be like, give better APRs. We want better emissions. We want,
For the people.
yeah.
Or
We want built-in bots for auto questing.
yeah, I could just
Oh.
whale
my
problem.
I mean my
Says the guy
my,
with a bajillion heroes.
my normal plan would be to threaten to murder the banker and his whole family if he doesn't clean up his act. That's how I would approach this.
That's the last resort, right? We don't need to like charge in with that.
You don't need to.
I mean, we could.
I mean,
Would it be fun?
and that's kind of my first go-to. So I don't know. I feel a little differently, to be honest. Give him back the jewel, some of it, most of it. Tell him if he doesn't clean up his act.
Hello,
I'm
everyone.
gonna murder him.
It happened.
Janet Yellen in the house. Do you have a
Welcome
mop? Do you have a
to-
mop?
Hold on.
Hold
Oh
on.
my.
Okay.
Maybe someone in the town has some skills enough to you can hire a new banker. Maybe.
Yeah. I think we should. I think since we're all frightened at the moment of the place where we probably need to go, I think it makes sense to go back to town, find Wen and Lambo, and see what's happening with the village. Because also, like when we actually left, the village people were basically rioting outside the YMCA.
Yeah, I was gonna say the village people.
One more
Give
one more
us our jewel back.
one
right
more loose
now.
end we have here is this guy before he died said Phil's not dead. Remember? He said Phil is tricky and Phil's not dead. Phil,
Yeah,
are you out there? You listening?
He's
No
Does
response.
anybody else think it's kind of odd that he named the Horcrux a phylactery and we're chasing this dude named Phil, the first four letters of what we're supposed to destroy?
I had noticed.
I don't know. Might be a correlation there, just saying.
Seems kind of weird.
It does. An unlikely coincidence.
Flu's still looking for a hairpiece.
Hey, I got one right here. Got a hair tie if you need it, bro. Wait, he doesn't have hair. He doesn't need a hair tie.
I think he's going
Needs
to
a wig.
find a wig.
Hello.
Oh, is that a doily on his head?
Somebody get the screenshot.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, everyone, where we decide at what rate shall we set the prime interest rate today. I'm not really down for that. I don't know.
You set up
Of
that
all
outfit
of
just
us,
to
you
say
seem to be the one who's absolutely down for it.
I'm prepared.
You are dressed for it, so.
that. Flu is just committed to a bit.
I'm just. This is who I am. I'm so sorry.
Wait,
I like
what did
how
you
I'm
just
doing-
call Jay?
I'm doing this for like 20 people. This is amazing. This is who I am as a person.
Your friend's
Right.
like, please let me move. All right. So what are you gonna do, folks? It's time to
As-
move along. People are getting bored. Make your
As a
decisions.
druid, I'm getting itchy being inside this whole time. I need to get out and feel and touch grass.
Let's go find Wen and Lambo, bring the jewel back, a good portion of it to Serendale, and return as heroes.
Also, we need to
That's what I'm saying.
the goat to Wen and Lambo because that's going to be adorable.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right, so you do. If you say the word, I will get you out of this and back to where Wayne and Lambo were, like that. We'll just teleport there. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
I click my heels together 3 times and say, "There's no place like Serendale. There's no place like Serendale. There's no place like Serendale."
I won't take
You're
you.
the one,
Goodbye
you're the
to
one
all
with the
the
magic.
cultists.
You're the one with magic slippers, buddy. Click them together.
Coin
I just did.
Coin is feeling a little more apprehensive about leaving than you all. They have been here for a couple hundred years. They haven't been outside in a couple hundred years. The forest gnome is feeling the same kind of affinity towards the goat as the Spitty McFax. To go back outside and feel the earth beneath their feet, oh, that would be fantastic.
In a long time.
So you do indeed go back outside through the cave, over the river, and through the woods
Are we going to
bag of
Camel's
holding
house?
full jewel.
to someone's house. I'm taking you all off the map where you were, and I'm taking you outside where you will be. How you doing? Can you see?
I'm going to attack the red question mark.
Yep.
That's what I see.
I don't see a red question
I'm
mark.
eating all of Grandma
right, I
cookies
see
now
that
that we've
now.
arrived.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's so nice out here. Oh my god.
Yeah, it feels really good to be outside. The only problem is when and Lambo are gone,
Ah,
because you've been gone a lot longer than perhaps you thought you would be. But where you left them, there is a note.
oh.
And it says, "I assume you're dead. I send the horses back to the city. If you read this, congratulations, you lived."
That was very thoughtful.
Ugh. Well, to be honest, I'm just quite overwhelmed by all the grass and the trees and the nature. I'm just like in complete bliss right now. So I'm happy just to kind of wander back to town. What does everyone else want to do?
Yeah, I have a strange feeling. This is the kind of stretch road I would rob people of all their jewel on in a previous life. So I don't know. Just be on your guard.
This
Coin
is true.
just goes running down the road, excited to finally be out of the cave, and you hear all their musical instruments clanging around in their backpack as they run.
Awesome. So you are out front. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Everyone roll perception.
Inevitably.
All right, this is my first roll, so I need to click it on my my character sheet.
Yeah.
Perception.
You grab it where the number, like the plus number is, and throw it onto the chat.
Wow. There we go. Nice.
Valor has a good roll. Coin has a good roll being out front. Oh, you all roll pretty well. And looking ahead, you actually hear it first. Oh, oh.
What? You guys hear that sound?
Are we in Canada?
Sounds like a monstrous goose.
What kind
Indeed.
of fat bird?
Indeed. You do see a flock of geese.
My people! Coin goes running into them, uses speak with small beasts, and it's just honk, 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 honk.
The thing is about geese, though, if you didn't know, is they are quite territorial. And the other thing you don't know is that there's a nest nearby, as it is nesting season.
Oh no.
And so I need you all to roll for initiative.
Are we gonna fight?
Are you really about to make us fight the Goose Guild?
Honk, honk.
Yes.
I
am.
refuse. I step back. I'm not fighting them.
You don't know what this is.
My initiative is last.
All right, give me 1 second. I got to get all of their flock all sorted out.
It's a gaggle,
Fuck you.
actually, a group of geese.
True.
Is it
Just so you know,
a gaggle of geese?
a gaggle of geese.
What do you call it when
Glad it's not crows.
it's a
Mm.
gaggle?
Quick, someone throw dried bread everywhere. Be
God,
safe.
All? One, goose,
they're appearing.
2 goose, 4 goose, 5 goose, 6 goose, 7 goose.
You have to say for each one.
No, he's dead. Wait a minute. How is that? I'm missing one of them. Got one.
You lost a silly goose.
6. I'm missing goose
Oh
number
my gosh.
6.
Hence,
All right, thank God. They are attacking you.
Honk.
Honk. And
Ren, why would you do this?
Coin,
I thought
This
they
is
were
not the way
nice.
it's supposed to work, guy.
I thought
Coin,
they would
Let's be
listen to my
friends with
words.
them.
Coin, you are up first. Wait, hang
Ah.
on. I didn't roll their initiative. Perhaps they beat you.
I'm climbing a tree. I'm gonna go
No,
hang out in a tree. I'm not part of this battle. I refuse.
This battle is upon you, whether you want it or not. Coin, what are you going to do as these things are bearing down on you?
Coin's gonna get the lute out and play a sleep song.
Aha. Now, is that an area of effect spell?
Let's see. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range. Roll 5d8 to see how many creatures the spell affects.
Oh, nice.
Affects hit dice. So yeah. the
So
hit-
just out of
hit points
curiosity,
total.
So
Go
we're on
ahead.
the same page moving forward, and I understand. Like the intent of this is to bring somebody on and then assault their character by like attacking what they like. Is that what we're doing with the show now?
You like
telling
geese?
you.
Let's kill some.
You like, do you like children? Ogre, do you like little children? Orphans? We can go
I
there.
like little kids. Let's murder some. Yeah, let's do that. No.
baby gnomes.
By the way, I'm looking at the stream for the first time. I look like really short. Everyone else seems like normal. I'm like hunched down, like I'm looking over a counter. Anyways, so Coin, you need to roll how many die 8?
5d8.
Okay, roll them up.
All right. Let's.
So
find-
if you click on the D8 and then right click,
Did I do it?
yeah,
Oh.
or you can click and hold and right click 4 more times.
Click and hold and right click. Oh, okay. Times 4. Should I do times 3 since I just rolled one, or times 4?
Sure, do
5.
3. Just
Sorry.
whatever you want.
Times 4, you get
Numbers.
5d8 total.
You're
So-
right. Okay. Here we go. Boom.
So 4 plus, so 30.
Wow.
30 hit points worth of the gaggle.
All right, so so that means
They all sleep.
they're falling asleep.
Here's my sleep song.
Okay. 4 of them fall asleep. And I'm adding which ones are asleep right now.
Can
4
the
of the
druid
geese
and
fall asleep. Do you want to do
Alright.
anything else? Do you want to like move or do anything else?
can you like befriend them?
With my bardic inspiration, I would like to inspire who is going to do the best work with these geese. Let's see. I'll
Rough
give it
Ripper.
to Flu. Bardic inspiration is Spitty since he can talk with them maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Bardic Inspiration gives like a die 6 to a save or a skill check
Let's see.
or an attack roll.
Yes. 1 bardic inspiration die, a d6. Yeah. So you can use a d6 to re-roll an attack roll.
Okay.
Or add to.
nice. to add to the attack roll.
Great.
So you're going to help him kill the geese. Okay. Rough Ripper. Or would you like to move? You have 30 feet of movement. Or maybe actually first coin. Do you want to move your character at all?
I think just in my frenzy of playing, I'm just running in circles, really. I'm not going very far. Just like, honk!
Honk. Okay.
I'm trying to play chords while I'm like, honk, go to sleep.
All right. And a couple of them do. The ones in the back fall asleep. And Rough Ripper, it's your turn.
How
Moonbeam.
might be a
Throw them in the microwave.
radiant damage on the geese. How big is 15 feet on this?
3 squares.
So okay, so it'd be 3 by 3. A 15-foot cube originating from me would be how big?
Are you casting Thunder
3
Wave?
by 3 by 3. Yeah.
Are you casting Thunder Wave on the geese?
I kind of want to.
Honk. Okay, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I can't even move that far. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, they're too far away for such terrible things.
You can move that far.
Yeah, but I
could-
kind of need to be in the middle of them.
All right, so you were here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move 6 cubes to move. It's your movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I could get to here.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
start the thunder
Okay.
wave on like your corner of your square. So
I run
you're
over here,
15 feet up.
and the whole time in the cave, I've not yet had a chance to unleash my thunder wave, and this seems like as good a time as any. So, yeah, I'm gonna cast my thunder wave.
All right, so what you said, it's a cube?
It is a 15-foot cube originating from me.
Yeah, so you can get those. You can get whatever group of 6 geese you want. I think the 4 in the back are sleeping, right? So maybe the first 6 if you're gonna do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and do they get a save or anything?
They get DC 13 Constitution save.
And then they get to take half if they save?
Right. Yes.
On a failed save, a creature takes 2.
3 of them. 3 of them save. The back 3 save. The front 3. The ones closest to you fail. As you just let out a thunderous clap of noise, and all their feathers just go flocking everywhere. They're flocking
Honk
about.
heard around the world.
So I'm just going to drop my damage. Is that what you want me to do?
Drop your damage. I'll do it to them individually. Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
instant death for all of them, even if they saved. You just do a thunder wave of. You've been in this cave so long that your love of animals is somewhat lessened, as you've seen the haunting side of things, the evil, the darkness, the zombies, the undead. Now the geese you once loved now are just meals to be eaten and defeathered all at once, as you just burst them like a exploding down pillow, and they're dead.
Who are you people?
They're either dead or they're sleeping.
So
They're just all asleep. I promise you guys. Just all of them.
yeah,
So
it's fine.
one version of the sleep spell and a different version of it. The permanent sleep spell.
It's okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna. Can I move back over here? Or am I done with movement?
You're done with movement.
Okay, I'll chill out by the geese.
So Valor, it is your turn.
Oh,
What
all the
would
geese
you
seem
like?
vanquished, and this is really depressing. So I'm just gonna stand there idly looking for threats other than geese.
Well, funny you should mention, because the tree right across from the geese starts to move.
I knew it.
And it's not just like blowing in the wind kind of movement. It's actually A stands for awakened tree, by the way.
Oh.
As it starts to move. Who would dare? Wait, let's try this again.
Who would dare bother my geese? Who has killed my geese?
Oh my gosh.
Rough Ripper, you've awakened the very forest to fight us. You're a terrible druid.
I was feeling disconnected. I need to get back into my nature. So this was one way to do it, I guess.
And as you begin to discover one tree is starting to move, another one
has destroyed all geese.
Valor, it is your turn.
Well, I feel like we're committed now. Now I have to kill trees too. This is just
The trees are
do I think it's possible to potentially negotiate out of this situation, or is it just murder time?
you probably are thinking it's runaway time, if not fight for your life time. I don't know that you've ever negotiated with trees before.
Me?
I'm just feeling like I have no idea what's going on. I didn't kill the geese. I just.
Yeah, I'm kind of unsure what to do. I'm gonna draw my weapons, but take a defensive posture. I will take the dodge action for this turn and shout something about it was an accident. And that will be it for me, I think.
You're taking dodged action for this turn.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to fight trees and geese. I don't know.
Not really our style.
Yeah.
It's not your style, but it's on you. So the hawks are the remaining geese that are not dead are asleep. Sorry, I call them hawk. They're not actually hawks. It is the tree's turn, and it will take a two-step towards a coin.
I didn't do it.
It looks very angry, and it goes to slam you with its branches.
Why me? I just wanted to be friends with the geese.
Automatic miss.
Oh,
As you just are completely nimble, as you were already kind of hopping around. It kind of helped, and it has just coming out of its awakened tree state or slumber tree state. It misses you. Awakened tree number 2 steps over to a Rough Ripper and swings a mighty limb, and it does indeed land a hit upon Rough Ripper. Doing 18 damage of bludgeoning.
Ooh.
wow.
Spitty
Wait,
McFax, you and your goat are up.
All right. Well, I'm not fucking with the geese. I can tell you that. And I'm going to. I don't like any of this. I don't love any of this. No, none of this is good. None of this is a good idea. All
I
right.
think run.
I don't think we can run. They're kind of blocking our way.
There's only 2 trees. We gotta be able to get out of here.
All right.
I'm with you if you go.
I'm gonna attack with the Sword of Answering to. Which one was it that was hurting my friends? Was it number A? Was it number right side or left side?
Left side. Both attack. A hit or left side hit. Rough Ripper.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
left side hit.
I'm gonna go attack the right side one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You step up. And you miss.
All right. I'm going to use a bonus action and attack with my offhand.
Okay.
With his hand axe.
That is a hit. Axes seem to be very effective against these trees. If you had a bigger axe, it'd be even more so. But you do manage to do 4 damage slashing to the tree. What would you like your goat to do? Le goat.
Run into the crowd of geese.
Okay. You command him.
Not really. Don't do that. I don't want to wake them up. That's
okay. The goat just kind of frolics around, happy to be outside. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. He can chill.
Okay. Regina Rishbish is not with us at the moment, so it's not her turn. Satoshi, you are up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking just kind of back off with Valor, take a defensive position, and say we have no fight with you. Because this started all wrong. I don't blame the trees. We're the ones that freaking attacked geese. That was wrong in the first place.
The druid of all people just starts lighting up the geese with a thunder wave.
Pretty sure the DM walked her into it and didn't give her many options.
The druid's the one that's attacked.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna draw a couple torches, light them, and hold them like they're swords, and just shout "stop."
Okay.
See if that does anything useful.
So you light up the torches, and the awakened trees look at you and shiver. They don't shimmer. Their leaves shimmer in the light like coins. But they look terrified of this fire. Is that what you want to do? Is that it?
Yep. I'm just shouting stop doing that, and then we'll see what everybody else does. And assuming defensive posture.
Okay. Coin, it is your turn, and you are next to one of the awakened trees and a bunch of dead geese and a bunch of sleeping geese.
Ew. I guess if I run away, he's going to try to hit me, huh?
You probably think he would try to hit you if you try to run away.
Well, have you heard the one about what did the tree do when the jewel bank closed? Huh? Have you heard that one? It opened its own branch.
Inspiration. Inspiration.
Yes.
Inspiration.
Coin used Tasha's hideous laughter to make the tree go into a fit of hideous laughter.
All right. Do they need to do a save on that?
It is succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. Wisdom. This is tree number 1. Wisdom save. They fail.
All right. Down to tree.
It splits up with laughter.
That's a good one, right? You like that one?
That was great. That was really good, actually.
So if he is now incapacitated, do I still provoke if I try to move?
So let me double check the reading on Tasha's hideous laughter.
I don't believe you do, but just going off memory.
I mean, because it was so cool, I might. Creature your choice, you can see.
Jokes. It wasn't all natural.
Within range, perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls to fit of laughter. If this spell affects it, target. At the end of each turn, each time it takes damage, you must make another one. Yeah, I think he's
incapacitated. He can't take actions or reactions, right?
Yeah, so he's just splitting up laughing.
All right. And I'm going to take that opportunity to take a few steps back.
Treagle always wanted to be a bank manager. Yeah, and you get away, and those other ones are dead, so they can't no attack there. Rough Ripper, what are you gonna do? Kill some more innocent animals?
No, I'm kind of like roused from this weird daze I was in, and just like look around and
what
see the
have I done?
I think that bonk to the head from the trees kind of like reminded me of everything that I love. But if I try and run away from this tree, it's going to attack me again, right?
For sure.
You can take your action to disengage, which allows you to move your movement and not provoke an attack of opportunity for leaving the space.
That is true. So if you do nothing but get out of here, you can get out of here without attack getting out of it.
I feel like that's a wise move, considering if it hits me, I'm definitely dead. So, I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to kind of go back over to the group. Where's good? Where's out of range? I'm going to go over here.
Okay. Yep, you do not provoke. You just nimbly, well, I wouldn't say nimbly. You're very injured, but you manage to kind of avoid getting attacked by the awakened tree and get back to the safety of your companions. Valor, it's your turn.
I'm going to position myself between Rough Ripper and the tree that attacked him and point my sword and say, I want no quarrel with you, tree, but that's my friend. If you hurt him again, I'll burn this whole place to the ground.
Aw.
Why don't you why don't you roll a persuasion check or an intimidation, whichever one you'd like.
Yes, I'm going to use my inspiration from last time to get advantage on this.
Okay.
I'll uncheck that.
Is this intimidation or persuasion?
Persuasion.
A 20, which overcomes the needed, even though they rolled very well. The awakened tree kind of looks at you and says,
Why did you attack our geese? We meant no harm to you.
The geese, my druid friend here is terrified of them, and they startled him when they surrounded our gnome companion. He was spooked. He lets out thunder waves when he's spooked.
It is breeding season. You have destroyed generations of geese. I cannot easily forgive that.
What can we do to make amends, Great Tree?
You see that one over there? He points with one of his limbs.
he points with one of his limbs.
That one is injured and sleeping. You now will take care of that goose and ensure that it has many offspring.
I only halfway understood that.
Did anyone understand any of that?
Oh,
He wants us to take care of that wounded one and ensure it lives to see next spring.
I thought they have many offspring.
He wants it. He does want you to take care of one of these geese that seems injured, and make sure that it reproduces to restore the population of geese.
Was 6 geese like
So
a
does that mean-
majority of the population of geese?
Hold on, are we goose pimps now?
Yeah, I think we're about to
Yes,
take a
yes.
goose with us and make sure and nurse it back to health.
I am not getting a goose laid for my D&D campaign. That's not.
Hey, don't be jealous, little gnome. You've got your goat, so now we've got an steed for the other little gnome. She can ride on the goose.
Okay.
The tree, the other one's just still laughing. The demeanor has really changed quickly as the persuasion seems to have solved the immediate issue.
I'll tell you what. These geese do not lay regular eggs. If you are able to get them to hatch, you can keep one for yourself. But you must return the rest to nature.
I look back at the party.
That seems like a fun.
Seems better than going to war with the forest, eh?
Yeah.
I like the sound of a golden egg.
I extinguish my torches.
Very nice. So it seems like they're going to let you pass, but you have acquired a goose.
Wow. Honk, honk, honk.
Honk.
Is he wounded? Do we need to heal him still?
Roll a medicine check or a
Alright.
nature check. I'll give you either one.
Let's see which is better here, medicine or
I
nature.
pick up a fistful of the feathers from the other geese and just kind of start stapling it to the back of this one to heal it.
Stapling it? I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, so you roll a very good medicine check, and you gather that the goose is deaf.
Oh.
It's not physically injured, but it is deaf from the thunder wave.
Oh, so I've
we
been
have.
honking this whole time and he has no idea what I'm saying.
Oh no, he could before the thunder wave. He was fine.
Okay.
But he's like,
But he can read beaks now.
honk?
You do like wing language?
Wing. Yeah. So you have a deaf goose. Deaf goose.
Does healing word affect deafness?
I don't think so. You need actually a restoration spell to.
That's what I was thinking.
Deafness is a condition that you would need a restoration spell. All right, and you can continue on your way to Serendale if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna use healing word on myself because I'm not well. But can you roll it for me because it's not working in the
It's
thing.
a die for.
Die for plus his wisdom, I believe.
Okay, you get 5 points.
Nice.
So you have 13. All right. So you want to continue along your way on the road to Serendale with your goose?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be a little bit of theater of the mind. Once you get into Serendale, you're familiar with Serendale because you've been through here once. Coin, you have not been to Serendale before, and the last time you remember coming through this area, it was completely, there was nothing here. There was a town thousands of years ago, but had gone away. Nature had overtaken it as the population left and dwindled. But now it seems like a booming kind of what, like a gold rush front, like popping up in the west kind of feeling as people are hammering and sawing and building, and there's carts in the streets and things like that. Do you want to go back to the bank? Do you want to go to the tavern? Where would you like to go?
I think I would like a drink, but I think the bank is technically our first order of business as a group, eh?
Mm-hmm.
We need to decide what we're gonna do if we go to the bank. Do we plan to just give them back with a new order of things, or what are we doing?
Maybe we find a trustworthy representative to be our representative at the bank. Someone more trustworthy than that banker.
A goat, perhaps? A deaf goose?
I don't know anybody from Serendale though.
Maybe if we hit up the tavern, some of my old chums will still be there. Or probably dead by now.
You think they probably would be dead by now?
Yeah, that just makes me want to drink more. I think the tavern's a good place to start.
I think we go to the tavern. I like
I'm
that.
down.
They might have some leads about a banker.
Okay. You're going to the tavern. Just so happens that I have a tavern map. Give me one moment. The goat is going to have to stay outside.
But the goose can come in.
The goose is small enough.
No goats, only geese allowed.
I don't know if I want to go in this place. Sounds kind of racist.
No goats.
Goatist?
Goat. So I see Spitty. I see Rough Ripper. Where is Satoshi? Ah, there's Satoshi. So Satoshi, you also
hiding in a tree.
You also have not been in town here. Can you guys see that? Can you all see that?
Yes. Yes.
How familiar.
I come
How
I think
about
I opened up the fantasy ground after you shared the map.
How about now?
Now I can see it.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Thank you.
you are the only Goliath in town. You're very big, and people are turning heads to look at you. They're a little bit alarmed by your size. The tavern is actually empty right now, except for the barkeep and the agent.
I guess we ask the barkeep what's going on.
All right. So do you all want to go talk to the barkeep?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over. That was Rough Ripper took the words out of my mouth.
Okay.
I want to look around and see if I can find Ice Reaver. I feel like arm wrestling.
No one is here right now. As you head over to the barkeep, he says, "Aye, travelers, I remember you. Some of you, at least. Weren't there some others with you?"
Yes, they met an untimely end, unfortunately, and we're going to have a drink in their honor. But
He says, "Aye." He says, "Aye, there's been way too many of those as of late."
Tell us of the goings on since last we met.
He says, "It's actually been a bit harrowing around here. A few weeks back, or I'd say a week back. You guys have been out for like a week and a half, we'll say, because of the traveling and stuff. About a week back, we got a ship arrived from a faraway land. They said it was called Crystal Vale. Well, they had a rough time at sea. There's only one survivor. And as we got to start talking, they began to lose their minds and say, "We must go to Crystal Vale. There will be riches in Crystal Vale," they said. So many people volunteered to go to find this Crystal Vale.
That went well.
We haven't seen most of them. The ones we have seen been washed up on shore. We haven't seen many of them have not returned yet. We're afraid that many of them were lost at sea. So we're waiting for anyone to come back. That's where we're at. So it's a bit gloomy around here.
Wow. I guess that can't be good for business.
He looks at you like, "That's the last thing I care about. These poor souls have died. All for what? Crystal Vale? What does Crystal Vale got that we don't got?"
Crystal.
He says, "Ah, yeah, will you be paying in crystal then? They did bring some crystal along in that boat. I don't want your filthy jewel. I know that much."
This is an episode of Breaking Bad.
Right.
Your meth.
Wait, are you saying our jewel's no good here?
He says, "Jewel. I take a lot of jewel to pay for your drinks these days. Ever since King Satstart issued more jewel to recover for the bank, inflation's been out of control."
Okay.
All right, Flu, get the yelling outfit back on. Let's do.
Right. So yeah. So what happened with the banker? When we left, there were people.
Oh, the banker. He went on the perilous journey.
Oh.
I haven't seen him. Skipped town, coward.
So
So is anybody running the bank now?
Our economy's in shambles. It's essentially bartering. I take bloater before I take jewel.
I don't have much bloater.
He goes, I suppose I take some jewel. You want to drink? Hey, I'll tell you what. First one's on me. He hands you all a big pint. For the gnomes, they're just like, "Wow, what is this?"
Any of these? I have this coin Evo. I have this other coin Fira. I've got this coin.
He goes, "Keep your shit coins. I want
Okay.
I want something real.
So what is your
I have-
preferred
Hey,
currency right now, Barkeep?
I have Dory.
Never heard of it.
We are working on our new coin that Rough Ripper here has invented called Vampire Blood. He's got some in his pouch. It's a very liquid currency.
He just
Most liquid asset that you can have. Yes.
he says, "Wow, that's fascinating. Real vampire blood. You saw a vampire. You killed a vampire."
Good.
He goes, "I'll take a vial of vampire blood for whatever you want." That's
Well,
awesome.
drops, right? Can't give out too much at once, as you see what inflation does to an economy.
He goes, what? He says, "Sure, just show it to me, and I'll let you have whatever you want." That's what she said.
Okay, so I'll show him the vial of vampire's blood.
He seems pretty like, "Whoa, that's crazy." He goes,
It's minty
"We've-
fresh too, by the way.
We've heard," he goes, "wild things have been happening besides the perilous journey. We've heard there's trees walking about, some of them attacking travelers. There have also been other beasts unknown to us before this time, of weird shapes and colors. There's all these new things exploding onto the scene here. This place is so wild. I didn't think it would be this wild, but something seems to have stirred it even beyond what nature usually offers.
Well,
And now vampire blood."
They
If
are
you notice-
smuggling drugs back from Crystal Vale, obviously.
If you notice this chasm in the side of my face, I did actually get attacked by one of the trees as we walked back from the cave. It hurt.
I've heard that they're actually kind of friendly as long as you don't do anything to disrupt them. I mean, what'd you do? What did you do?
Oh, things just got a bit excitable after we'd been in the cave for a long time. Just things happened, and the tree woke up, and it was all a bit of a frenzy, to be honest. But we're all cool with the trees now. It's good. We made friends.
He says, I'm glad. Some people have even gone to taking them as pets, the smaller ones. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yes. All right. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
So I guess no angry rabble, because half of them are dead from the perilous journey. And no real economy anymore. In a week and a half. Things went down south fast. I guess that's all right for now. Does anyone else want to know anything?
Also kind of sounds like the bank is ours if we want it, right? The banker's gone. The people that he owed money to are gone. We got all the jewel. There's an empty building sitting there.
Unfortunately, all the jewel is now worthless.
For the
For what?
moment. It's all right.
We have-
The market works in cycles. We know this. It'll be
We have
back.
to steal all the rest of the jewel to up the scarcity, then tightly control the supply.
Maybe we can give some away to people and open liquidity pools.
Yeah, that increases the. Well, wait a minute. If all the jewel got robbed and nobody has any jewel, how is there inflation?
He said the king
We have all the jewel.
the king issued a ton of new jewel.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Doggone it. Maybe we should go kill the king.
King
Ruin the
Satstar?
economy. I mean,
First
they ruined the
the
economy.
first the bankers, then the politicians, eh?
I mean, you should be onto something there.
Okay. So I guess there's magic goings on, new life coming into Serendale. I do quite want to befriend one of these tiny trees. That does sound fun.
You could go looking for some pets if you'd like. It's up to you.
What would you like to do, Rempen? You haven't been outside of a cave in 400 years or 300 years.
I'd like to find an audience to sing my songs to.
We can do that. That sounds fun.
We can give away jewel at Renpen's musical show to get them to show up.
Yeah. I'll sing a song and they'll come and we can give them free stuff. People love that.
Sure.
We could do a bard space of sorts.
Yes, here we go. Announcement of the announcement. We're announcing that we're going to have a concert. The concert is going to be Coin Flipper announcing our white paper and tokenomics for the new bank.
Come and sign up now. It'll be great.
Flu, we need your help with the new white paper, bro.
Oh my God. All right.
So you also you do have, I mean, even though there's a lot of inflation, you do have a ton of jewel.
If they printed as much as they originally had, it would have only devalued ours by like 30%, 25%. If they had printed exactly as much as they had initially lost.
No, they way overdid it. They didn't realize how much they needed. It got out of control. Everyone was just like, oh, there's more, great, there's more. And then it was just out of control.
Did they print 80% of the supply of jewel in the last week and a half?
They printed a lot. There's like jewel in the gutters. There's like jewel everywhere.
Oh, okay.
All the jewel that was locked is now unlocked and out and about the streets.
Okay, I would like to start a large fire and start burning jewel.
It's coin. You could if you want. You have about 56 million jewel. You could just burn it.
Not our jewel. We're gonna take the jewel from the streets and burn that jewel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we go have a look at the bank and find out what's going on inside? Because I feel like there was more to that building than possibly we knew.
Sure.
Yeah,
you want to go
like
over
it.
to the bank?
Yeah.
The bank is closed. It is closed and locked.
Okay.
I am going to pull out my crowbar.
Yeah,
That's what they're invented
our
for.
fucking bank now. We went on a quest for this shit.
Lockpicks.
This is now a Dungeons and Dragons institution. No, we can
Plus,
sell.
we need a concert hall for Coin Flipper anyway.
Yeah, we can sell and raise like pets for people, which is the new real currency. So, yeah, no, we can do this.
Hey, maybe we could use those eggs that the goose lay.
Yeah.
There you go. So as you are starting to pull out your crowbar and wail on the I don't know. It's like I don't know. You're just gonna bust the door open, I guess. A heavily armored paladin-looking type.
Oh, don't fuck with me, boy. I've had a long day. You need to go right the fuck back on home. You says, ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. No, go on. Get.
He comes over to you and he says,
Listen, little gnome. You can't just be breaking into that bank. Who do you think you are?
We're the new owners.
We're the owners of the bank. We were promised payment by the pre-existing banker. That banker did not pay us our contractor's rate, so we now have a contractor's lien against this property. This is our property. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I will have you know that in the capitalistic interest where you are protecting capital, you now work for us, our little gang, our little clan. So do your job, go right over there and make sure that any other motherfuckers don't bother us.
So I'm going to scoop up the paladin real quick and just kind of throw an arm around his shoulder and walk him away. Being so huge, I should be able to overpower him from the gnome so he doesn't get mad.
So Flu, you need to roll a persuasion.
Persuasion or intimidation. I always get those two confused.
Either one, really. I mean, it almost sounded like
it's being pretty mean. Is that how you always make friends, Spitty?
Yes.
So here's a question.
Actually,
we don't even
somewhat
know.
nicer than we normally do it.
We don't even know that this guy's hostile. So let's remember that. Like, this could be our NPC that runs the bank for us.
So you saying I shouldn't cast a charm person on him?
he rolled a natural 20 on his resist.
Yeah,
And he says, he turns to you and he says,
Listen, little man, who do you think you are? You think just because things aren't going your way, you could just start yelling at people, telling them off, losing your temper?
You better watch it, little man. I'll tell you something. This building here is under the keep of King Satstart himself. And I will tell you another thing. If you were in league with that slimy banker, perhaps King Satstart would like a word with you. He says, come with me.
I'd love to. Sats and I, we go way back.
Are you all going to follow?
Yeah.
As
Part of our
he's
party.
Yeah,
We're not going to
yes.
abandon them.
all right, so as you're walking, he gives some signals, and several other heavily armored, looks like palace guard, come around you. He says, "We might have our jewel thieves here."
This is now a fitting entourage.
We will have a trial as soon as we get to King Satstart. He will decide what we will do with these meddling, crowbar-wielding, bank trying to entering.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, sir.
You're not the decision maker here, are you? If we stole a jewel, why do you think we'd be breaking back into the bank there, chap?
He goes, I don't ask the questions and I don't get the answers. I take you to the king, and you are coming with me.
Yeah, seems appropriate for a dull-headed type like yourself. Shouldn't be thinking anyways.
Sir, have I taken the time to introduce myself to you? I don't think we've met.
More gnomes, more foolish gnomes. You can
That's
hold your
racist.
tongue.
Hey, that's a forest gnome to you, buddy.
That is racist. You
All
One
right, so
particular
at
gnome.
this point, he blows a whistle, and many guards. There's now like 20 guards surrounding you.
I shake his hand and cast Charm Person. I'd like to be friends with you. Maybe we just haven't had a chance to talk enough yet, good sir. Have you heard my songs? I'm a pretty good song singer.
I like music. You can play a song on our way to King Satstart.
That's great. And you might not even have to have us arrested. We're actually pretty good folks. We're here to help.
Maybe King Satstart will let you go, he says. I hope
so.
that he does. I hope he lets you go, but
Yeah.
not that one. He points at Spitty McFax.
Oh, he's with me too, though. We're friends. He's good too.
Oh, you can explain that to the king. So you're now going towards this huge castle.
Going that to your ass.
You're going towards this huge castle, and the crowd is starting to like look over at you, and they're kind of like the crowd starts following along with these guards, and someone say, "Oh, I heard those are the jewel thieves. Those are the jewel thieves." Oh, there's like whispering, and you hear, "Oh, it's all their fault. They're the ones that stole the jewel. It's all their fault." And they're starting to get kind of like a mob going, as people start running from further away, as they hear the commotion and the word spreads quickly. And you start hearing a chant, "Kill the thieves, kill the thieves." The guard, still
chuckle.
friendly, holds, hey, everyone back. He does have an affinity for at least one of you. So now the guards that were escorting you are now defending you from a very riled up mob of people. Kill the thieves, kill the thieves. And that's where we're going to pick up next week on Degens and
Awesome.
Dragons.
Maybe for a Bloodlust Slaughterville Part 2.
The heroes of Serendale have returned.
To be the conquerors of Serendale.
Pretty much what it sounds like. Not gonna have much of an option here.
I'm sorry.
That escalated.
That or
fast.
he's gonna kill us all off.
We were like, let's go see what's going on at the bank. Oh, we've been arrested and taken to the king. Cool.
I guess maybe me taking a crowbar to the door in broad daylight wasn't the best idea, but you know.
Maybe you should have activated your sneak there a little bit.
All right. I mean, there was
I really thought the contractor lean would work.
that was brilliant.
It was
just like-
great. It was great.
Like it's a legit thing. Like it's a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
It is a thing. The problem
It's a
is
pain
that
in the
the
ass
king
thing.
owns it, and everyone knows that. So it didn't take up your.
Oh, fuck the king
Take up
too.
your-
It's still a contractor league. Fuck it. Let's go.
He actually,
Look
yeah,
at this
yeah.
king. Look at this king. You see this piece of
We'll have
paper?
to look into the eminent domain laws of Serendale. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to hire yourself a lawyer. The next 4 or 5 episodes are gonna be you crafting your legal briefs.
Yeah.
Hey, we crafted a pretty good wish. I think we can do all right.
Yep. You hire Sandwich Punch.
We still need a therapist to deal with all that cave trauma.
With a lot of cave trauma.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for you this week. And we will pick up next week with the trial of the heroes.
Good luck.
All right. Are they thieves? Are they not?
I thought
Zoomer, still going, Zoomer?
My
We're done.
defense is going to be: I am a thief, but I didn't steal that thing.
Well, you stole it, but you stole it from the person that stole it.
Yeah, that's liberating. Because
Isn't-
we follow like what we're gonna have to look into the property laws here.
Is it stealing though? If you've been tasked by the original owner to go retrieve it, that's recovery.
Yeah.
These are
So
the kind of
technically-
arguments you're going to have to figure out next week.
Technically, we're a bunch of repo men and women.
Yes.
Repo people. Repopo. All right, we're good. We're done.
All right, sounds good. Have a good
Thanks
day.
for
all.
having me. I had a blast. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great having you.
You're
on.
great. I
You're
love the
brilliant.
music. I love the role playing.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I figured that I could use my uke if I picked a bard, so that's what I went with.
Good move. Good move.
Heck yeah.
Hey, Ogre, when are your midweek games starting up? Ogre and Valor.
Love the
'Cause
idea, but
it's-
it seems like Valor and I both have a lot on our plate right now, so I'm not going to put a date to it or try to rush it. It'll happen when it's supposed to.
Okay. I mean, I just can't wait to be a character in it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's going to be fun murdering you every week.
Oh yeah, damn it! No,
Turn the
you
tables.
found a magic item, Ogre.
Bro, I got a freaking potion of giant strength. I'm a giant.
You didn't. You don't have that anymore. Actually, you used it. All right, I'll catch you all later.
All
Great
right.
time. Peace.
Is that-
Later.